This time I would like to switch to ISO 83. It's a paper space or layout, right? And you click on the viewport, and you can see that. Okay, I will create the next form template. This one, layout one. Okay, in layout one, you can see that when we click on the viewport, the scale is look like is ugly, right? It's not the full number, so that you don't understand what the scale is, and it would be uglier if you zoom by your mouse. You can see that maybe it's go to the 6 inches equal to 1 feet, something like that. Is not good, right? But when you zoom extend, the scale is go to the number that is real number, so it's not easy to understand. So this annual scale tool will help you. Annual scale zoom, this one, annual scale zoom. You can see that normally it's off, but you can turn it on by typing number 1, enter. That means you turn this variable on. And once you zoom, you can see that it's go to the full number in that area. Okay. If you don't see easier, I will go to the news again. I would like to draw something. For example, I would like to draw the circle, rectangle to be 30 and 10 here. This rectangle, I will dimension it to be 30 and to be 10. And then I go to layout, turn off, F7, zoom. You can see that the number is a full, right? We go to 2 to 1, 4 to 1, 8 to 1. Because this time I turn on the variable annual scale zoom. Annual scale zoom. Again, now I type 0 to mean to turn it off. And once I zoom, you can see that the number is go to real number that we don't satisfy, we don't like. So I call this command again, turn it on. And once I zoom, the scale is comply to this list only. You can see 2 to 1, I zoom out. Zoom in is go to 4 to 1. Zoom out, 2 to 1. You can see that the scale is like a fixed number that you can't go out of this list. It's easy for you to set the scale. This one, AutoCAD, create this variable to help you. Okay. Normally, I have a trick for you as well when you quite satisfied with 4 to 1 scale factor. You right click at this viewport. You right click. Okay. You right click at the viewport and go to property. And display lock normally is no, right? You turn it on to yes. That means next time you get into the model space viewport and you zoom, you pan anything, the scale you not lose. You don't lose this scale. The paper will go with the scale to keep the scale at the constant. You see, you don't lose any scale by zoom anymore. This trick, I'd like to warm up you first before we get into to present the AI. Okay, let's get back to our slide. This one I think is quite clear. Okay.
This is Volker with the Autodesk Global Product Support Enablement Team, and I would like to introduce you to a system variable which was added to AutoCAD 2023. That system variable is Scale Zoom, and I'll point out right now that the system variable is off as a default. So what is Scale Zoom all about? Well, let me show you. We have here in my layout a viewport which I have pre-selected and which has a scale factor assigned to it of a 1/16 inch equals 1 foot. Now we know that if this viewport scale has not been locked and if the viewport is active while I zoom in or out using my mouse, I will lose the assigned scale factor. I'll double-click within the viewport to make it active, and I'll zoom in or out, and using the scroll wheel on my mouse, the viewport now has an arbitrary scale factor assigned to it. This is where Scale Zoom comes into play. I'll go ahead and at the command prompt type Scale Zoom. I'll press enter and change the value to on. I'll now use my mouse and zoom in and out of the viewport again. You will see as I do this that AutoCAD now displays and uses the scale factor which is in my scale list.
Okay, this is an explanation. Okay, the next thing that I would like to emphasize or urge you to use is center line. When you want to create the center line, the problem is center line we created in our current layer, right? But right now, we can change to the center line layer immediately. Okay, let's get back to this drawing. I would like to go to model space. I like to delete this. I create the circle and two lines, rectangle here. Okay, and I explode and delete these two lines. Okay, when I want to create the center line, normally I go to the annotate, right? This time we have the option for you to change the layer for center line. Otherwise, when you create the center line, you can see that it's go to the white color and the current layer is 0. This center line will be created in current layers. Okay, I will create the layer now to be the C line to short for center line. Okay, C lines, and then I change to the center, like type to center. I use this and change the color to cyan. Here I change to cyan C line. And once I go to the annotate scale, I like every time I create the C line, go to layer C line. And right now, center line, 2 lines. You can see that right now, the layers go to C line directly. Here's the option that we provided for you, annotate current layer for center line. These two new features is a small feature that you should use it. Okay, let's get back to our AI is insight. My insight activity insight, what does it mean? Activity insight is enhanced collaboration tracking. Description is a centralized dashboard for viewing detailed event logs for shared DWG file, including properties, version history, and comparison. Detail is merged with drawing history from prior version, track changes over time, filter by user or date, and compare file version side by side. Accessible via the Collaborate tab. Benefit: improve project management and team coordination by highlighting who made what changes and when. Where is this tool? We go to AutoCAD. Here, let's get back to model space and view activity inside. You push this button. This time is to save what you create. For example, if I create some circle here and I hit save, you see the list. You can see that it have my saved information attached to this drawing. And once this drawing sent to another colleague, my colleague will see my list, what happened to this file, saved by who, saved when, 24th September, this one 24th September to 15 p.m., this one 10:14 a.m. You can see the time, the date, the name, what activity, edit time, 1 minute, 10 seconds. So you track changes. And is this insight helpful? Thumb up and thumb down. If you think it's helpful, you click thumb up. And this is feedback to Autodesk to improve. So that means all activity, you can track the changes, you can see the workflow used, design notation, the file size, no change. That means this time saved, I did nothing to this file, so it's no change in the size of the files. Anything. This is activity inside, and you can refresh to see the list and filter to see the last 7-day activities, anything. You can filter or see all. So this would link to Autodesk Docs on the cloud with the AI, and it reflects to the activity inside, so you can track any changes, what happened to your file. This is a new feature as well. Let's get back to our slide. I will skip this too. This video, if we have time, we will get back to this video later because we have just 40 minutes. Okay, we go to the next thing. It's the markup, import, and markup assist. What does it mean, markup? Let's go to AutoCAD, and then I will switch back to this. Markup is mean Autodesk Doc. My colleague will mark something. Okay, I would like the markup reflect or draw on the screen. What I would do is go to the Collaborate, because markup is related to Collaborate, right? And markup import, I import the PDF file, what file format that we can use, PDF, JPG, PNG. Okay, this time I'll use PDF. And here I accept and go to drawing and wait for a moment to let AI detect what the markup would show on the drawing. Allow it time to go, you can switch between trace and drawing. Okay, when you see the dashed line in the blue color, this means AI has detected what happened to the markup compared to this drawing. You can click on here and rectangular left round. Even handwriting, the system AI can read and detect. Okay. as empty. And then you place the delete. This one, you can change the size by quick property to about 60 inches. You see like this. And this one as well, I will do it quick. Press this one, I left rectangular left cloud, this one rectangular left cloud, this one empty. That is here. And then I turn it off, everything out. And I change the width to 60 inches. You can see that the text has been shown, and then you can move to the location that you want. And then in here, I go to the property. I can change the arc length to 10 feet or whatever. You can see that the arc length is going to be increased and the rectangle more beautiful. But this one is still too short. Maybe you change to 10 feet together here. That means we can bring the markup that someone did and we compare to our drawing and we can put the markup that they did to our drawing here. We call that the markup import and markup asset. Okay. This one, the command. Okay, the next thing that's smart block placement. Okay, I will go to the Autodesk. Let me see. AI block. Okay. Right now I have two sofa type. I would like to bring in, for example, if I delete here, I want to bring the sofa type A in, redefine the block. You can see that once I put in this area and I would like to bring the second one come in, the system will detect. The system will detect. You can see I can put the four sofa at the same distance as I did on the first one, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. Keep the distance, the top distance and the side distance equal to side distance and the bottom distance facing the same way. This one facing this way, this one facing this way. Even if opposite, the system can detect. This one is AI read the model and show for you. For example, I want to redefine again to place around here. To place around here. In case that we want to put the furniture to keep the distance, or we do the condominium, the toilet or the restroom have to be attached to in the same wall. So we would like the distance that would be the same. Something like this. This one is quite useful. Normally, if we don't have this feature, we have to do it one by one. That might take time, so this one is quite easier. And we can switch to the replacement. For example, if I would like to replace the orange one with the green one, I can do it as well. Easy like this. We have the block replacement here, replace two, and vice versa. In case that I would like to replace with the orange one, I go to the replace, select all the green one, and replace with the orange one. Yeah, easy like this. We call the block replace and block placement using the AI. Okay. And this one for AI detecting, I detect, I search and convert. For example, if I would like to make a block from the circle, the system uses the AI to detect the circle with the same size. Totally, now we have 5 circles that search 5. You can go to one by one, each one to see each one, or we can zoom out to see the overall and then convert them together to be the adding to existing block, or we would like to make the new block. In this time, I would like to make a new block circle and use the geometry center, or we would like to mark, for example, I want this quadrant as an insertion point. I can pick and convert. This time, you can see that every circle has been created to be blocked with the same insertion point. So I would like to go back to the original state by exploding the block. I would like to do it again by search and convert. Search here, detect all, convert. And right now, I would like to do the circle again, but this time I use the geometry center. The layer I would like to put in the number 1 layer, convert. And right now, you can see that they have the same insertion point, and then put in the the number 1 layer. It's easy like this because it's a search and convert. This one uses AI as well. And for the detect and convert, I would like to use this sample. This one, you can see that many components inside the file we use the detect and convert. In case that we would like to make the block from many components in the screen, we can do it one by one because it might take time and tedious work, right? We use the detect tool to let the AI detect all the components that high possibility to be group or block. You can see that right now the system detected about 12 sets of possibility to be blocked. For example, if I think this one set number 5, 5 satisfy what I want, it has 28, right? We can do it one by one to find the 28 component, but the system help us. So I have the choice to edit primary or convert to block. In this case, I want to convert to block. And the system will detect. Here are the 28 components. You can see that it marked with the green color. So every steel that be the column steel, right? 28 position. In this time, I like to do to name it steel column, and use geometry center, put on the layer. At this moment, I think 0 is okay because we have a long list. We don't know, we can't find, or we forgot to create the specific layer yet. We just put on the layer 0 first, and then we can move the layer later. So this one I convert. Boom. We already create the block, 28 block. Okay, 28 component with the same block already by the AI of AutoCAD. And then we create the layer here. We call it steel column and make the color be clean, anything. And then we move. We select this one. We select similar. You can see that all components of this box have been selected, and then we change the layer to steel column. EC, right? This one steel column already. Or if you like to do the changing to be use the steel column color, we use the tool, X left and block in place, edit reference in place. This steel column, we select all here. Or this one have layer already. But we can use the green color instead. And then save the reference, save changes. Yes. Here we go. All the column has been changed to the green color. Here you see like this. Okay, by using the AI smart block placement, replacement, object detection, I totally talk. Okay, and then we skip to this one, AutoCAD Assistant with generative response. Okay, before we begin with the AutoCAD Assistant in AutoCAD, I would like to explain something. AutoCAD Assistant is AI power support. It is an integrated AI tool that provides contextual help and solution without leaving the AutoCAD interface. It uses AutoCAD AI to answer questions about features, troubleshoot issues, and suggest resources. Detail accessed via the help panel. It generates summarized response, elaborates on queries, and links the learning material ideal for quick guidance on design challenges. What the benefit we would get? It saves time for team by reducing the need to search external documentation. Normally, we don't have the AutoCAD Assistant. We have to go to Google. That's quite take time and it's outside tool of Autodesk. But right now, integrated tools in Autodesk is Autodesk Assistant is at here, Autodesk Assistant, or you can go to the help, the question mark button. On the right side, it has the flip down triangle. You go to Autodesk Assistant, you can call it here. In case that this button is not show up, but this time it show up, you can call directly by using this button. I will call this one to show you first. This one we call Autodesk Assistant, this dialog. Okay, I will call by this button again. Here we go. It's Autodesk Assistant. You can see the name is here. What does it mean? You can ask the question, how do I create the closed rectangle? You can ask anything. It's an AI. If you read your question and you find the answer, search a website. It works for you like an AI, like ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini. It works the same way. It's the website, it's the forum, it's the community, and reply back to you is the option that you would like. Is possibility related to what question you ask, and then you can find what exactly that you like. In this case, I would like to rectangle create with select corner in AutoCAD. I think this one is quite useful. I thumb up. I give thumb up. If I think it's not useful, maybe I click thumb down. In this case, I click thumb up. What thumb up mean? Thumb up mean that we help the community when another people asking the same question to Autodesk Assistant. This one gonna be on the top list. because I click thumb up. If another one, my colleague, 100 of my colleague click thumb up, that's like push it up to the list, right? Like a statistical process. And this one, I click here, and we go to the link, to the command, and we read, and we found the solution. Easy like this, okay? And another way you can contact Autodesk support directly by typing in Autodesk Assistant. The system will direct to the Autodesk for you, so you don't have to go to another website, have to find the contact of Autodesk. We use this tool is better than that way. So this one, you first share your question or anything. Right now you don't have to do. You just use the command to type. I make it simple like this, and the system will read and find the solution. If you think it's not good, maybe you can connect with an agent or no thanks. In this case, I want to connect with an agent. So the system will direct me to the agent, the people, the real human of Autodesk to contact, to communicate. Okay, it send my information. So if we want to do the live chat, we can click here to chat with the real human of Autodesk, right? Agents are online. That means they are available for you to contact. You can live chat to them directly, or you can create a case and push it on the cloud, and Autodesk people will come to answer you, whatever way you can choose. In this case, I don't want to interrupt another body, so I think agents are online. I will skip and let you do it by yourself. Okay, this one is the benefit of Autodesk Assistant. Okay, let's get back to our slide. Here's the example. I provided for you, in case that you would like to have my slide, we can send to you later after this session ends, okay? For the hash improvement, improve the tool of the hash, okay? I will switch back. This one explained by, on the screen is easier. In the case that we have the shape that's not easy to hash or something, for example, polyline with very complex shape. We would like to hash. We have the option to select object, to draw anything, or setting. We can set, or normally we can set on here. It's the same. In this case, I would like to click. Okay, I turn it on. Here, I will hash and go to draw. Draw here, here, here. And you can see that our hash is on here. We use the hash. The internal point, that's normal option that we normally do for a long time, right? We can go to and see scale, I think it's too much. We go to number 1. Maybe it's too dense or too small, I don't know. Maybe we go to the file is better. Okay, in this case, I would like to create a unit circle here. It's easy to explain hash. We use a pick, select object here. And then we can set the scale to 0.1 or 0.01 enter here. We change to here, and then we have the complex shape, polyline. And we would like to, in case that the endpoint is not the same point, for example, I explode. In the case that the boundary is not close, normally you have to trim, right? You have to trim this line. But if you hash by using the draw here, you can see that you can create any boundary of the hash easy like this. Normally we can't do like this, right? Because we don't have the overall entire closed area. But this time you can do, right? I remove it to show you. You can create any kind of boundary like this, just this side only, another side let the system calculate for you. So that means you have easier than the previous day, the previous version, right? This time the hash has been improved. You can move like an object. Someone would like to know if we explode, what will happen? We explode the hash. Here it will become an object. So that means you can paint any area easier by the hash pattern as well, using this kind any option. You can see that we have a lot of options for the hash showing here. For the mode as well, we can do the area or the path. If we do the area, in case that the boundary is like this, you can make the area hash by don't worry. Okay. Okay. And then you can move later. Move this one, move this one, and move this one. In case that the first time you can't do, don't worry. You just count the point, the vertex, and you make the hash have the same number of vertex, and then you can move later to the position to hash the area. Someone think its internal point is easier? Maybe you try hash an internal point. We try. Oh, this time can do. So you have to try to pick whatever you want, what satisfies you. We have many options for you. Here is the improvement. And the next thing that's this one smart block I said earlier. So we still have time. So the AI is finished, and I would like to go to the tips and tricks. In case that we would like to repeat the command, we use the multiple. I think someone don't know this. I will explain to you. In case that we have the situation like this one, you can see that every door, every opening, something like this, every opening, we want to create the rectangle, right? I think this one is quite inclined, so I need the vertical or horizontal. Is better to explain. I think this two, okay, these two opening. Sometimes I open this one. I will create this one. More opening. Okay. Chin. Oh. Okay. I have 3 openings. Normally, if I would like the rectangle to fill all the area, I will use rectangle here to here, and then rectangle again from here to here, and rectangle again from here to here. That I should use the space bar for repeating the command, right? My left hand hurt because I have to hit space bar every time. But in case that we want to create many multiple, we will use the multiple command. What command that we would like? I like the rectangle, repeat multiple times. Right now, my left hand free. So I just use the right hand, finish the first one. It will continue to the second one and continue to the third one without left hand doing not anything, just free. So this one is useful. For example, you want to create the circle, you use the multiple, and you type the C for circle command. It will let you create the circle as much as you want with different sizes or the same sizes. It depends on your choice. It will not end the command until you hit the escape key to let the multiple. This one is useful multiple command that I urge you to use. This command is a multiple. If you want to use some command multiple times, do multiple and then type that command. Okay, for circle, for line, for fillet, rectangle, anything. It's quite useful command multiple. I think many one don't know this command, but this time you know. Okay, I think this helps you a lot. For the next thing that I would like to talk about is the let me see. We still have a little time, so I would like to introduce you to AutoList. AutoList is many years ago, over 30 years. This one is a technology from the 30 years ago, but it's adapt many times. It changes, doing changes many times by Autodesk. What AutoList mean is the programming language. Okay, it's a programming language, a dialect of list, specifically designed for use with AutoCAD, a popular computer-aided design, blah, blah, blah. It allows users to automate tasks, customize commands, and create scripts to enhance productivity within AutoCAD. AutoList is embedded in AutoCAD and can manipulate drawing objects, interact with the user, and access AutoCAD database and system variable. Key feature of AutoList is 4 key features: is automation, customization, interactivity, and lightweight. The last one is useful. I emphasize the last one, lightweight. So you can create anything with a lightweight file. In many years ago, I met Singaporean who can make the 3D by AutoList. He just load the AutoList file, a little AutoList lightweight, and one click, he can create a house in 3D. That really surprising me. And then, so that means the powerful of AutoList. If you know this one, you can create many things surprisingly. And interactivity, access and manipulate AutoCAD entity, and you can share among your team colleagues as well. When you create some command, I will show you something and you were surprised. Okay. For example, simple AutoList program to draw a line is define, C, draw line, parenthesis, command line 00, 10, 10, and double quote, and print C. Here's the easy command, right? I will copy this one and load in AutoCAD. Okay, I will create a new file to make it clear. There's nothing show on the screen. Okay, I will paste this command. You can see that now I already load the command and the feedback prompt come to me is C colon draw line. That means draw line is new command in AutoCAD now. Normally, without loading, draw line is nothing that AutoCAD know. No command in AutoCAD draw line. But right now, draw line is the command in AutoCAD now. I click draw line, and here we go. You can see that where this line come up, why this line come up. We don't know, right? Normally, we create a new file, nothing happened, right? And once I type the command draw line, this line pop up, show up. That means the system read my command and create the line for me. This is a diagonal 45 angle line. You can guess what the coordinate is in this, right? We can back to the command here, 10, 10. That means coordinate of the left side is 0, 0. On the right side is 10, 10. Here we go. 0, 0, 10, 10. You see? Easy like this. Okay. Here's the example of AutoList that's quite useful. I would like to emphasize to show you. Here another example. I would like to create a rectangle by the AutoList command. So for the command that's quite for the work that's quite tedious and you don't want to do it one by one by coordinate, you can use the AutoList command. This one also new as well. I would like this time the text it have long text, right? So I switch to the VLIDE. It's a visual list that's developer tool embedded in AutoCAD. So right now, I paste the command here. Now we have two commands, the draw left and draw left, the same name, but it has the differences because this one is first program, this one is second program. I have two programs in the same files. So this one, I like this command to load first. Just this portion loaded, not this portion. This portion is not loaded. Because we can pick just some area and load by using this one load selection. Okay, I will load this again to make sure, and then I switch back to AutoCAD. Right now, the draw left command is also known by AutoCAD. Okay, this one because I in case that it won't work because Visual List is not loaded by this file, so I will turn it off. I will type this one directly. It's a technical. Okay, I will copy this one directly and load into AutoCAD directly. I will turn this one off first. VLIDE. Okay, I turn this one off first. And then I load by this command first. Okay. Load this one. Let's switch to AutoCAD. Okay. Draw left again. Okay, this one. Okay, this one, you can see it show up. Okay, draw left, and here. Right now, we can create the rectangle, or I turn it off. Okay, I turn off. Easier because I don't want another command to interrupt my program. Okay. To make you clearly understand. Okay. I would call the AutoCAD again to make it clearer. Why I showing Autolist, everyone can ask my question. Okay. This time, okay, VLIDE. Okay. This one I try to here. Okay. Draw leg. Okay, here we go. You can see. Normally when we create the rectangle, what the purpose of my program, when you create the rectangle by the rectangle command, you can see it's a polyline. But I would like my rectangle, normally we would explode to make it individual line again, right? But I want to combine these two commands all together by using draw line, draw left. I create this one, and you can see once the rectangle created, the line already explode. So I can reduce my time instead of doing two commands, just one command. And here we go. If you want to study my program, you can read from my slide. Yeah. And another one is the zoom all viewport. Zoom all viewport. Normally, if we create a separate list file, we can load first, and then we can zoom ZEO. This command I created by myself. It's not AutoCAD command. In case that we want to, for example, if we have the two circles quite far away, and we want to draw the line, connect these two circles, we can't, right? Because it's quite small, so I can't see. Normally, we do by using the viewport, two viewport vertical, to split and see on the left side and see on the right side, right? And then we can use the line command to connect from the center of this viewport to another viewport to another circle in the center. We want to connect the quadrant with the quadrant. We want to connect back with the quadrant to this quadrant. Okay, and I zoom out. Zoom. Here we go. One viewport. We can connect two circles easily like this by using this command. Is the zoom out command, zoom out viewport. In case that we have multiple viewport, for example, if we have the viewport. In case that my screen may be very big, so I go to viewport, for viewport, go to this viewport, for viewport, this case viewport, for viewport, in case this viewport, for viewport. We can see that we have 16 viewport on the screen in case that my screen is very big, right? For example, 30 inches screen monitor. So I can split many viewport. In this case, I would like to split more to 4 viewport. You can see that we have multiple viewport. Normally, we have to zoom extend by here, so go to this one, zoom extend, go to this one, zoom extend, go to this one, zoom extend. Quite tedious work, right? But I clear this command by using Autolist. All the viewport automatically zoom to extend, right? I show you again. In this case, you can see this 3 viewport is not zoom extend, right? I click here, all the viewport automatically by the Autolist zoom extend. It's very helpful. How to create this button? The program is like this. The heart of the program is like this. This one. It's short, powerful, as I told you. You just write some lines and then we create a powerful command in AutoCAD like this one. If you are quite satisfied, you would like to learn with me about AutoList, you can contact our sales or our staff to create a case, to create a course for you, and you can learn from me. Okay. Here we go. Any question?